Hello and welcome back to the Fermented World Homebrew channel. Today we are looking in on the CITRA S.M.A.S.H. It should be finished. If my calculations are correct, which they should be because I used a bloody ABV calculator, this should be sat at 5.6%. That's depending on what the actual analog reading is, because I'm only going off what the digital one that's floating around inside there is saying. So first things first, let's remove this airlock. Like that can just sit in there for a second. Just for whatever reason we need to put the lid back on, which we shouldn't have to. That's looking nice and clear to me. Let's pop that lid on there. Looks bloody good. Smells great. Although there wasn't a great deal of hops in there, it smells pretty hoppy. Straight in with a hydrometer reading. And we'll see what that says once it's stopped bobbing around. I've got 22 bottles washed, ready to rock and roll. Or was it 24 this time? Yeah, 24. We've got 12 and a half litres looking at it. You always lose about a litre. So I would say we're about right for it. Oh, let's have a look. Analog says 10, which is what I normally get, to be honest. So we'll go with 10. We'll recalculate. I'm going to get the other phone so I can... I use this one while I'm doing stuff as well. It allows me to not have to stop recording just to be able to calculate something. Session expired. Okay. What? What do you mean log in? Don't remember ever having to log into Brewer's Friend before. Do I even have an account? Apparently so. Syncing your data. Who would have known? Wasn't even aware that I had an account with it. But there you go. That's what we've got. It is nice and see-through. Really, really clear. We'll give that a taste in a second. We'll just figure out the actual ABV. So from 5.2 down to 10 gives us 5.5, which is what I expected. Most of my beers finish around the 10 mark, giving us 10 points of unfermentables, which gives it a nice malty flavour. So let's have a little taste. For a very simple beer with not a lot of hops in it and only a single type of hops, that's not bad at all. Yeah, bit of carbonation, that's going to be a winner. A bit of carbonation and chilled in the fridge before drinking, that's going to be a winner. Right then, we've done that part. We know that we're bottling. Lid can go back on for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip you over to the other tripod, which is facing this way, so you can see me getting down and getting down. Right, we are ready to get down. Let me just set this up, turn that round, and where did I put that glass? Because we're going to need that for pulling out some of the liquid. Gonna add the bottling wand. Got my little drip tray down here. Very important. Otherwise you just end up dripping beer all over the floor. I suppose a towel works, or a bowl or something as well. I've just got this tin that cold beer tin thing. I don't know. Not sure where I got it from. Probably my mum bought it me. Christmas or something like that. She always buys me little doofers like that. And we're going to pull through until it goes clear. Yeah, I'd say that's all right. It's got a bit of cloudiness in, but it's going to drop out, isn't it? We don't want to waste too much. So that can sit on there for now, out of my way. All the fruit flies seem to have buggered off, but you know, there's always one knocking around somewhere, so I'll leave that beer out, and any of them that get attracted by it will just end up dying. They'll get drunk before they do, but they will snuff it. You might notice that there's a hell of a lot more light coming in here now. The storm we had, Storm Claudia, it blew down my buddleia, which I had to massively chop down a fair bit of it, unfortunately, and there's only the little scraggly bits left now, but they'll come back next year. Let's just get this bottled, and then we're going to move to get it primed. A bit of sugar. Again, you carbonate however you like to do it. I don't like my beers too fizzy, so I only put half a teaspoon of sugar in, and I find that's just right for me. So like I say, we've got 24 bottles, and I'm hoping to get them all filled up. Can't actually see, but this is one of the really dark bottles. I've got some that are darker than others, but that's cleared out really, really well, man. It's literally crystal clear now. The little bit that I pulled through then did have a bit of cloudiness in, but I'm not too bothered. I'll do a couple of these in real time, then we shall move over to just speeding it up, because it's a lot of the same. And although I really, really, really like to waffle on, I'm sure you don't want to listen to it. So I was actually meant to get loads of the brews and stuff like that sorted this weekend. Last week. But I had an issue with my phone where I couldn't flip and record anything. Oh, my back's still knackered as well. I'm going to have to go back, you know, in a week or so. Where was I? Yeah, I had an issue with my phone. It just seemed to get its knickers in a twist. Even though I was deleting, like, I'm talking thousands of files, it was not registering that it had freed up any space. So I had to back everything up, which took a while. Then factory reset the phone, and then reload it all from the backup. And then it registered that I deleted, you know, most of the videos. A lot of the videos were like older stuff. Now, some of it I did want to keep, ideally, as backup. I think what I need to do is find my laptop out. It's only an old thing. And get a hard drive to store all this stuff on, so that I've got copies of the stuff, you know, that I've done, just in case for whatever reason. I mean, to be honest, I can't see my my channel getting blocked or banned or anything like that. We don't discuss topics of anything that most people fall out over. So anywho, right, I'm going to get this sped up and less boring for yourselves. Then we're going to get over, we're going to put all these up here. I'm going to add a little bit of sugar to each one, which is called priming. What that's then going to do is it's going to start a mini fermentation inside the bottle, releasing gases. CO2. And then that gas can't escape, so it gets forced into the beverage. Sweet. Okay, so we got it bottled. Now we're just going to lift those bottles and bring them up here to start working on them. Okay, so we've got 23 bottles out of that. Not too bloody shabby. It tasted okay. It might taste a bit better after it's got a bit of carbonation and been chilled for a while. Next step, we're going to add a small bit of sugar. Normally, the going rate is 1 tablespoon per 500 ml bottle. But I don't like my beers over fizzy, so I only put in half. So it's down to your own preference, really. Whatever you see fit. Now, there is a community page on the YouTube channel that you can go into and you can vote for the next beer. So after I've finished recording this, I'm going to put up what do you want me to brew next. The Smash was what people said they wanted first. Somebody had voted for the Blackberry Sour, so I did that second. And I've still got a triple IPA, a Welsh Red clone that I'm trying. I'm trying to clone Tiny Rebel's Kutch, which is a really, really good beer. What else have we got? I can't even remember now, you know. I make these sodding recipes and then can't remember what I've made. Ah, yes. So the Clone of Welshman, which is the my take on Tiny Rebel's Kutch. I'm going to try and clone it, see if I can get it to taste the same. I think I've got the hops right. It's going to be a little bit different to theirs, of course, because I don't know what their recipe is. But I'm just going with the flow. We'll give it a go. So the other ones that we've got available is the Bifrost, which is my West Coast IPA style beer, which is also a clone of my favourite beer, which is by a brewery called Shiny Brewery in Little Eaton. And they use this tea mix that's got saffron, rose petals, sunflower petals, cornflower petals, bergamot, and there's something else in there as well, I'm sure. Earl Grey tea. It's just the most amazing beer. It's got loads of hops in. It's packed to the nines with hops. It uses Centennial, Citra, Eldorado and Mosaic, all in different random quantities. Now, I didn't share the brew day video for this, I don't believe, because I was entering it into a competition, and I was being all secretive and stuff. But yeah, that's that one, which is a really good beer. We've got the Yeasty Boys Digital IPA, which I'm not sharing. I will brew it. I will do the brew, but I won't be sharing the recipe. I've got a Baltic Porter, which is not far off the smoked porter recipe, but we're going to be doing it at a much lower temperature using lager yeast. And then there's a triple IPA called Triple Tipple. But anywho, if you want to vote for the next beer that I brew, then, you know, get over there, go and have a look on the community page and share what you're brewing as well. You can put pictures up there. You can write recipes out if you want to share yours. Maybe I'll even brew yours. Maybe. I mean, Mutant sent me loads of things and I just, yeah, getting the time to just not do what I want to do, if you get what I mean, because I get all these ideas in my head and I just have to get them out. Like the Blackberry Sour, which is going to be flipping ace. I can see the colour on it now. It's just dark as heck. I'm going to be checking that today, actually, because that was brewed at a higher temperature, so I'm assuming it's going to be ready to bottle. So I need to check it today. and then check it again 24 hours later. Waffle, 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 waffle. So yeah, I'm going in for half a teaspoon into each one. You do whatever you want. Do not exceed 1 teaspoon per 500 ml bottle, because your bottles could possibly go pop pop. And also, you got to make sure that your fermentation's finished. So I checked the digital hydrometer yesterday. It said that it had been sat at the same gravity for a whole day. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to get on it today, get the bottles all washed up in the morning, sterilized, and ready to rock and roll. And here we are. Anywho, sorry about that. I'm going to speed this bit up and we'll be back shortly. Okay, so what I do now is I cap them off, close the caps, and then gently tip it upside down. I find that just gets it a little bit more dissolved into the liquid, allows the yeast that's in there to then consume it and produce the bubbles and a tiny bit of alcohol, but it's not worth mentioning the amount of alcohol. So we're at 5.5% still. And now this is going to sit in here in the kitchen for a week while it carbonates. Then it's going to sit in the store for a month, or until I run out of beer and have no more money left. Because sometimes, you know, it's handy having them there, and I have been known to drink them early. You know, if it's the weekend and I've got no beer, you know, there's always a stash of homebrew that can be had. The only one that I'm not going to drink early is that flipping barley wine, because I woke up with a thick head after that, man. That was pretty intense. I mean, it was nice to say how strong it was. All the hops that's in there proper did mask the high volume alcohol. But yeah, it was. Woke up with an almighty throbbing head, and I was just like, ugh. Which wasn't nice, to say the least. But anyway, that is the end of the video, and thank you for watching. There will be more to come. I've got 3 meads to sort out, the blackberry sour and 3 lots of cider. Now the cranberry cider's cleared out already, so that's ready to be bottled, if you ask me. Looks nice and clear. And there's one for my stepson, which needs to be bottled. There's the braggot somewhere. Oh yeah, I forgot about the braggot. That needs to be bottled. I'm sure that's already been through secondary. Yeah, or it's in secondary now, is what I meant. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Y'all take it easy, and I'll see you all soon.